Join me in sunny Rhodes for a mindful morning routine, starting with some outdoor yoga, which was free at the Creston Royal Euphoria Resort, and it was beautiful, very sunny, quite windy. The instructor was amazing, and it was just the most beautiful start to my morning. We did a few poses that I've done lots of times before, but one thing that I really liked was that she would get us to close our eyes once we'd got into each pose, take 3 deep breaths in and out, and just really feel the pose, which I think some instructors do kind of rush through, so that was really lovely, and it felt more grounding and more like you were thinking about your intentions for your yoga practice that day. Of course, after my workout, I have to wash, and we had the most gorgeous jacuzzi bath in our hotel room, so that was a really, really nice pampering way to clean myself off after exercise. I did mess it up the first time. I didn't get the water over the jets, and the water went everywhere. Now it's time for breakfast in our all-inclusive resort, so obviously I wanted to try absolutely everything that was on offer, but I decided to help myself to all the beautiful fruit that they had available. It always tastes so much better in hot countries, and I got some proper Greek yogurt to go with this, some chia seeds, which is something I often add to my Greek yogurt and fruit at home, and of course a little bit of honey. I haven't actually been a coffee drinker until this year, but the Nespresso machine in our hotel room made such nice espressos that I had one every morning while we were there. And it was a really lovely little ritual while I was away to take this outside and read a magazine or a book and sunbathe for a while. And I really wanted to spend a bit of time pampering myself on holiday, so I took these under-eye patches with me from Garnier, which were a little birthday present from my friend Alice, and it was really lovely to pop these on and go and sit outside with them on in the lovely sunshine. I love how moisturised my under-eye area feels after using these patches. Once I took the under-eye patches off, it was time to properly get ready. Obviously, this is a very slow start to my morning. I would do this much more rushed at home, but I was on holiday and I wanted to really enjoy every moment. So I'm just combing through my hair, and I'm using my favourite Clinique moisturiser. I didn't do my full skincare routine while on holiday because I find that in warmer climates it can be a bit too much for my skin. Usually I'm using products to combat the dryness, but the weather kind of does that for me when I'm away. So I just went for my moisturiser this time. This is the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturising Lotion Plus. There's also a gel, I think that is for oily skin, but the lotion is perfect for my skin. And Jack has also been struggling with dry skin lately, and this is the only moisturiser he's found that helps him as well. I don't always do this, but I like to use Sudocreme to prevent spots in the areas of my face where I do get a little bit oilier, which is my chin and the tip of my nose. Especially when I'm in a hot country, this obviously starts to get a little bit more oily in these areas, so it's always a good idea to take someone with me when I go away. I always make sure to wash my hands afterwards though, because it can be quite drying on the skin on my hands. I was so annoyed with Jack for getting in my shot here, but I'm starting to do my makeup, so I just do very minimal makeup when I'm on holiday. Obviously I want to get on and enjoy my day and enjoy the sun, so I'm just using my usual foundation, but not too much of it. This is the L'Oreal True Match foundation. I use the shade Vanilla Rose. It's quite sheer, quite buildable, and I'm using it with quite a dense foundation brush so that I can really buff it in. I do spend quite a lot of time on my base and buffing the foundation into my skin because I feel like if your base is good, you can get away with less makeup elsewhere. I'm all about a really nice, clear, smooth complexion. I did take some powder with me to use on holiday, but I found that I just didn't need it. It felt a little bit like too much makeup, so I only really wore that in the evenings for dinner. But I'm just going straight in with a powder blush. I think this is from Collection 2000 or something. It's one of those really, really affordable drugstore products. And I'm really pleased that I found this lipstick from my local garden centre. It's like a tinted lip balm almost, and it looks quite scarily coral when it comes out of the packaging, but when you put it on, it's a really nice natural shade, and it is quite sheer, but still adds a decent amount of colour to your lips, while also feeling nice and hydrating. I was going to style my hair with this Boots own brand heat spray and my Babyliss hair straightening brush, but I decided to just get on with my day, enjoy myself, and just let it air dry. And then each morning I would just pop on a little bit of my Viktor & Rolf Flower Bomb Dew perfume. This, in my opinion, is much nicer than the original Flower Bomb. Jack actually chose it for me from duty free when he came back from his work trip to Alaska a couple of years ago, so it has a special place in my heart, and it is a really, really beautiful smell. I love it so much. As you can see, I've just popped on a pink swimsuit as well. I've had this for a while to pop outside and do a little bit more sunbathing, a little bit more relaxing, and of course some swimming. Swimming, of course, was a huge part of my morning routine each day, using our private pool, but also using the main pool, which actually was a saltwater pool. I'm not entirely sure why. It just made my skin feel very, very dry, but it's something a bit different. Maybe it's more sustainable, I don't know. But to be honest, we went in spring and the sea and the pool were really, really, really cold. But it's not too bad. It's only when you're first getting in. Once you're under the water, it's fine. We were staying in Calathea in Rhodes, and it's known for its little coves and stony beaches. So we went into the sea one morning and it was so cold, but it really felt like it was in keeping with my whole mindful morning routine and the way that I'd kind of treated this holiday almost as like a wellness retreat, because it was a proper cold blast and it did really feel like it was doing our bodies good. Like it felt very bracing, and I really, really enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching this mindful morning routine. It is now time to have a much less mindful evening routine, which consisted, of course, of being at the bar and taking advantage of all the free drinks while we were there. So have a great one, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.